Hello, guys. My name is Isaac Ribeiro, and I'm the son of the pastor Sandra Ribeiro. And today, in this Proclamation of the Nations, we're going to deepen our knowledge about the faith, its importances, and why it is the foundation of our life and our journey in the faith, of the faith.
God and Us presents Proclamation to the Nation.
Okay, so to start, we have to understand once again that in our lives of the children of God and only the children of God, we have the internal battles and external battles between the spirit and the flesh, which are natures that are opposites. So they will always be fighting and fighting because the spirit is God's nature and the flesh is the nature of the sin, which makes it so we do bad things and have bad thoughts and stuff like that. So the 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 nature of the flesh, it wants to do things according to its own strength. It wants to do things according to its own will. So it doesn't care about other people. It doesn't care about being good or like living as a society. It only thinks about itself and wants to do things with its own strength so that it can say that it is strong and it did everything by himself because he can and he has the power to do it. But the nature of the spirit is the opposite. It thinks about the group. It thinks about not only itself, but the good of everyone. And its nature makes it so that when it acts, it doesn't act according to its own strength, but according to the strength of God, which is way more strong than we are and we could ever hope to be. So whenever we do something according to God's nature, we can be sure that it will be something good because it is according to God's will, which is always good, perfect, and great for everyone, including us. Okay, and so we can have this grace and like get things through this grace. This is where the faith comes in because we can only receive this grace, even though we already have it. We can only receive this grace through the faith because it is something from God. And we can only receive things from God through the faith, even though we have already gotten it. Okay, so, and what can we do to get this faith, which is so important for us, children of God? Well, first we need to understand that this faith, the word in Greek is pistis. This faith, it is made from loyalty, conviction, a confidence that is not weak, it's very strong in God, fidelity and loyalty. These are the pillars of this faith in God. And we need all these things, and we don't need to worry because every single one of these things will be given to us through God because He gives us the will and the power to be able to do things according to His will so that we can act as the children of God that we are. Okay, so now the most important part. What do we have to do to get this faith so that we are able to finally act like Jesus Christ and be able to, so that when people looked at us and watch us acting, they think, oh, this person, they are not normal. They are acting like Jesus Christ. They are acting, thinking about others, and they are being altruist, and they are being good, but not so that they can get something in return. So that they can, just for being good, they are good because being good is good. You see? So that we can have these results, these good results. And so that Jesus Christ's name is talked about in a good light and seen in a good light by those people. Okay, so that we can get this faith, it is a little bit tricky, but God helps us in the process. You see, it's a process. which involves the hardships of our lives and the tribulations that we are put through. Um, the process involves some steps. The first one is that God gives us the faith, an initial amount of faith, so that we can be able to support things and go through, to face the tribulations. Then the second step is that this faith that was given to us will be put to test, so that we can know if we actually receive that faith and are strong in it, if we are truly using it as the foundation of our life, or if we are just having it but we don't truly trust in it, if we don't have those pillars that I just talked about. And if we have the success in this tribulation and we are able to stay strong with Jesus Christ, with this faith, then it's the final step. This faith in us that God gave us before, it will grow and grow and grow according to the amount of successes that we have. So our growth in the faith can be either slow or fast. It only depends on our confidence, on God's faith, and if we are able to follow His word according to His good will. Okay, and so that, let's say that we have been doing things correctly, we have gotten this faith, which is a process. It's not something that I receive it today and over the night I'm already very strong and very big in the faith. No, that's not how it works. It's a process. Let's say that we have done everything correctly and I have had a success. What will happen is that accordingly to the growth of the faith, with each step that we are taking, the more faith that we have, the more similar we will be to Jesus Christ, and the more we will be able to act as Jesus Christ would, so that when people look at us, they don't see us, but they see Jesus Christ acting in us, so that they see our spirit, the Holy Spirit, and the nature, that the holy nature in us that we can manifest since we are children of God. And something that is also very interesting to note is that this has been God's plan since the principle. God has already thought about this way before, and it is His master plan to make sure that us, children of God, are able to act according to His will and make His will become truth in this existence, and so that we can also be saved according to the grace that is and strength that comes from Him, through Him, and for Him. Thank you so much for your attention, and bye-bye.